Oh, okay. Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. It's Super Bowl Sunday. My name's Talia. If you haven't seen my videos before, I'm a recent registered nurse, almost coming up on 1 year now. And today I wanted to kind of make a video about my finances and how I'm doing. So I will say that after getting my first nursing job, finances took a little bit of a tumble as far as my decision-making skills went. So I think that as soon as I got my job, I thought that not necessarily that I'd be making more money than I was, but I thought a little bit differently. And later on, I'm going to make a video of how I budget my money or budget my monthly income every month. But for right now, what I'm going to be doing is kind of doing a breakdown of like a huge mistake that I made after getting a new job. So a lot of the times, and what I recommend doing is that when you do get a new job, you don't live above your means, or you don't go ahead and make a huge splurge coming right out of it. So probably don't buy a house right away unless you have money saved up for it or something you were doing for a long time. And then the same thing with cars. Don't go ahead and purchase new cars right away. And when I talk about the mistake that I made, this is exactly what I did. To this new job, the first thing I did was go and buy a new car. I do have my other car too. So I have a Honda Civic. Not necessarily new, but new to me. So it was a pre-owned vehicle. It's a Tesla. So I have both of the vehicles now. And things to consider when you do purchase a new vehicle is that you're going to have to pay to register the vehicle. You're going to have to pay for the title of the vehicle. You're going to have to pay for insurance for the vehicle. And especially if you have two cars or two vehicles, it's definitely something to take into consideration. I think overall, kind of like what I'm seeing or trending is that all kind of insurance is just kind of really expensive right now. It might be the state I'm in. I'm currently in California, but it's just expensive overall. So right now I'd probably say that for both vehicles, I'm paying $500 a month on insurance or car insurance. But going forward, some things that I didn't take into consideration is actually how much was going to be going towards this vehicle. So my thought process when buying a Tesla was that I have a pretty far drive from here to my job. The Tesla would kind of alleviate the price of gas, and so that's why I purchased it. But I ended up not even really driving the Tesla on a daily basis. I kind of am used to my car. I'm a creature of nature, so I just drive my Honda Civic to work every day. I purchased the vehicle in the beginning of September. The cost of the vehicle was about $45,000 to $46,000. That was the total price of the vehicle. There was some costs that I was going to get back from me moving here, so I figured I would just put that towards the vehicle. But after I watched a few more financial videos and like I continued this financial journey, I realized that maybe I didn't want to pay off the vehicle right away using the money that I had received for moving, just because I kind of wanted to use that money to invest and reintegrate that money back into my portfolio. So anyway, so the total cost of the vehicle was around $46,000. And you might be thinking, why would you purchase a $46,000 vehicle? And that is a very great question. When I purchased the vehicle, I paid for I paid for the taxes and all the things that you have to pay up front for the vehicle. And then I put some money down so that I could bring my monthly payment down for the vehicle because I took out a loan, the monthly payment down. And I also wanted to, because they say that you want to take out the least amount of money as possible whenever you do take out a loan, and you want to take out the exact amount that you need. You don't want to take anything over that. But we purchased ours online, pre-owned, used vehicle. It was a 2021 black Tesla. We were going to go with the Model 3, but ended up going with the Model Y vehicle. Just because going forward, if we ever wanted to have kids or something, if that was the case, then we'd have the accessibility to the back of the car. It is a larger vehicle, so it does allow for more space in case we ever have somebody else in the vehicle. It's just an SUV just seems like a better go for us. And it wasn't significantly more than the Model 3. I don't remember what the difference in price was, but I do remember that it wasn't that much more of a difference. So that's the reason why I went with that vehicle, if anybody was wondering. But getting onto the financial portion of it, as I mentioned before, it was $46,000. I put $7,000 down. It was $46,000 in total. I ended up taking a $38,000 loan, and then I put $7,000 down at the time being. So $7,000 down, $38,000 loan. So now in my possession, I have a $38,000 loan beginning in September. I love the vehicle, and so I'm going to go ahead and try to pay that off as soon as possible. But thinking back, I probably should have picked a more convenient vehicle that was cheaper especially since I'm on this kind of like financial journey. But the only thing I can do now is pay it off as soon as possible so it doesn't continue to accrue interest. I haven't mentioned this before, but the interest rate is at I believe it's 6.15% interest rate. So it's accruing at an interest rate higher than inflation, unfortunately. So I'll go over my monthly payment. So my monthly payment is going to be $631.88, which, yes, that's a lot of money. But as I mentioned before, I'm trying to pay it off as soon as possible so that I can continue to invest. Okay, so I'm gonna go over my monthly payments. So far it seems like I've been paying around the same amount of money each and every month. How many other things that I have to put money towards. So for example, this month I had to pay for my vehicle, my other vehicle, my Honda, to get the brakes changed. So it kind of just fluctuates with what I can afford to put forward towards the new vehicle that I purchased. So in September, I was able to pay $2,206.95. October, I was able to pay $1,935.93. In November, I was able to pay $1,952.42. And I'm just looking this way because this is where I have my computer. December, I paid a total of $1,374.45. January, so I was able to pay $8,356.81. And this month in February thus far, I mean, we're only on the 11th today, which is Super Bowl Sunday. Thus far, I've paid $671.10, and that is not to include the monthly payment for this month, which usually comes out on the 15th, which I have it scheduled out to. In total, I've added it up and I've paid $6,497.21 thus far. My goal is to make it to $17,000 evenly. Right now I owe a total of, I just checked it this morning, I'm down to $21,999.52. And my goal is to just continue to pay that off and have it paid off by the end of the year, because we have some pretty big things coming forward towards us in the days to come or the year to come. That's kind of where we are right now. So I'm just trying my best to kind of work through the finances, and I'm going to, like I said before, make a budgeting video of exactly what I spend in a week, in a month, how I budget my paycheck monthly. And then I want to go over kind of like challenges. Maybe you guys can work with me too to do challenges, just kind of like save money, invest, so that we can progress moving forward, at least financially. Let me know what you guys think. Should I continue to pay off this vehicle now? And I didn't mention this before, but it's over 72 months is what the loan was taken out for. I've considered refinancing, but don't know if that's in my best interest. But if you do think that that's a good idea, go ahead and feel free to let me know in the comments. I thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please like and subscribe. Hopefully next week I'll be able to put out a budgeting video. Let me know what you guys think of my plan thus far with this vehicle. Peace. Bye.